Clayton, thanks for joining us here. I appreciate it. State of the game. I know you've been around long enough now. And I've read that you're kind of a feel guy, not a lot of video work early in your career. Has that changed? Are you using some of the new technology or the kind of the changes you've seen?
Yeah, it's when you're in the middle of this game and like you're going year to year, you don't really feel the differences. But over time, they start adding new coaches and new players, and it kind of starts becoming part of your everyday routine, whether you know it or not. So I'm definitely starting to do some of those things. I think Walker actually has been great for me. Because he's kind of up on all of it. He knows all the new age stuff, how your mechanics are supposed to work, some of the numbers on your spin and all this stuff. So I'd never tell him to his face, but I think it's been really good for me to have him around and kind of learn from him a little bit.
Nice. And then vice versa, right? You guys are pretty close, right? I mean, do you mentor him too on the other end, just the mental side?
I like Walker a lot. I think he's great, but he doesn't want me to mentor him, and I'm not planning on anytime soon.
That's funny. That is good. We have something in common. We had the same manager, Joe Torre, and back in 1996, I had an aneurysm in my shoulder, missed 4 months, came back, first start, 7 innings, no hitter. Joe looks at me and says, "Hey, I can't let you keep going here. We got to have the big picture here." And obviously, your perfect game after 7 innings, you got 80 pitches. What are you thinking at that point?
Yeah, I think it's a really hard situation. I'm thankful that I got to be a part of it, but at the end of the day, I think it was the right call, and I think Doc did a good job with me too. And a perfect game would have been incredible, and I understand as a fan of the game how important the history of it is, and to be a part of that. And that's not taken lightly by me. I get it, but at the end of the day, I want to be. I wasn't able to pitch in October last year for this team, and I think that's where we're headed this year, and I want to be a part of that. And so trying to understand the big picture as best you can. And yeah, 2 innings might not have made a difference, but we'll never know. And at the time, it felt like the right decision. And yeah, there was a little bit of regret when I woke up the next morning, but at the end of the day, in the moment, it kind of felt like the right decision.
I said the same thing, when I went through it, and then the next day I woke up and said,
exactly.
It's just, you can't help but feel that. I mean, you're a competitor, and obviously it was the right call because, it's too early in the season, right? I mean, we had a shortened spring training, so totally get it. Totally get the second guessing part too the next day. So
100%.
Very understandable. Now, I've heard, obviously growing up in Texas, that your mom was a big influence in your life. And that's Mother's Day, obviously, and wearing pink, and mine was too. Mine was a scorekeeper. She drove me to all the practices, all the games.
Yeah.
She'd yell at me from the stands about throwing strikes, and she kept the scorebook, and she was that one for me. Now, your mom, here's your chance.
Yeah, my mom kept the score too. I think in high school especially, I think she kind of got nervous for me, so that was her way of kind of keeping busy, was to do the scorebooks and things like that. But yeah, she was great growing up. My parents got divorced when I was young, and she kept taking me to all the games, kept going everywhere, and didn't skip a beat. So I was, definitely thankful for her.
Nice. Happy Mother's Day.
All right, absolutely. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Thanks, Clayton. Appreciate it.
All right, yep.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.